Hello, so today is the last day of the harvesting at this garden, and seems I can't get better enough flare. Some Canadian sun in there. Well, so here I wanted to show some of the safe ways of digging up these smaller potatoes. Later on, she'll come. I guess 4 o'clock. So I'm just talking to my fellow gardener. We help plant these potatoes, watering them and such. Anywho, so you see the core of this plant. I mean, fits between my two fingers, right? It's a little roll joint or something. It's like that. But this guy, when you start forking it, can spread all the way here, just where this guy is. The whole fork. So you can try your best to not try and dig from the core, but outside. So I'll show you what I mean. Okay, I hope I didn't puncture any of these. Hello, worms, vermin. Get out of the way. Okay. Ah. Ooh, see that? I just scraped it. Yeah. So sacrifice the soil, the distance for unpunctured harvest with these sharp clawed forks. So this is the end of the harvest, the year. That's why I am pulling these guys out. Normally we just take the yams and we leave some, like a bank saving. So you just take little bit at a time. You don't pull the whole thing off until the end of the year. So like I said, I'm gonna finish this whole bed just like that. Dig in with some safety space and giving thanks to all the growers, small and large, in this ecology. Keep growing. Okay, so I found some, but what I wanted to point to you guys right now is this stack, the shed of former growing potatoes. Now it's true, if you were to leave these guys in there, they would just get stronger and stronger and stronger. That's why the climate thing is so interesting, because of the shorter seasons in this part of the world, which stems from our community. The way we share things with each other is terrible. So the seasons treat us the same way. There's tropical and then there's almost tropical behavior. So what I wanted to say is these leaves, a lot of people struggle with composting because you can get so many weeds and even have to buy a tractor sometimes, rototillers and stuff. However, these leaves can simply be placed back into the soil. You can leave them in the soil to continue eating and feeding the soil with all the circumstances. So if you leave this here, within a month, all this stuff will turn into grass-like color, like the dry grass patch. And that is how composting normally works. Like this tree I'm standing beside, normally in the forest, it would fall to the floor and turn into these things over time. So we are overworking as usual. We're overthinking, we're overdoing everything. We're heating up. But less of that, because now you know to just leave the leaves on the floor so that it can become soil. That's your new pesticide herbicide. So some more potatoes down here. I just wanted to comment on the sphere of harvest. So some potatoes you could get 12, 24, others different number, different sizes. This one seems to have really populated, and the sphere is about 6 inches from the root, the core of the spread. So I'm gonna dig up some of these here. These by years in Canada, little egg-like things. It's 4? Oh, I'm gonna call her for you. Let me see if I can pull this guy out. I'm pulling it out. You see how this little guy can have 6 inches of food, go 6 inches deeper, cut up the veggies, soup. So one plant can have all kinds of surprises. As you can see, it starts to pile up. So the little efforts will get you farther and farther. Look, I split this guy right down the middle. I'm doing this because some people are very picky, and this won't become a French fry. Right, this will get thrown out. But the black stuff is what turned into the red stuff. So slowly for that too, we'll keep learning these things. Grateful for our wastes. Okay, so one more. It's almost done. Don't you wish you could just put it in once and get the best result? Whew. Okay. Let's see. You're leaving? Oh. Why? That sucks. My friend has to leave to go to work. You know, most of us have like a billion works. So one day we'll do work better. I think for now, I'm calling this bed done. And we'll tally up over there. Bring these guys with you. Can make tea with the roots. They also act like sprouts, bean sprouts. You can paint them, you could do coloring. They're really good for nerve repairs. And the leaves, as you know, color, greens, soups, momentums. And this is how much food we got from that 11-foot bed. Give or take the once I bust up. This is the bed, just 11 steps. And you have almost 20 pounds of potatoes. Okay, forward we go. Oh, party.
Yeah,
2020?
2020, 2020,
Nice.
2020, no food.
No food here.
Yeah, no food.
Oh,
No
September,
19,
August?
19, 2019, have food. Cook,
Oh,
salad, yeah.
oh,
Cook
nice.
salad.
Today is supposed to be supper. Oh, but you can't stay till
Oh,
till
no.
8.
Oh, salad.
Yes, guys, welcome. So, my friend and I were just talking about last year's supper party at the garden. I was, using up this beautiful space. It was really nice. Anywho, I wanted to show you guys my work so far. I've been able to lean over the potatoes, so I've picked up some already over there, as you can see. Sorry, I got selfish with the harvest, but let's see if you guys can find some too. So I dig through this tilted bed of potatoes. So there's one. Try my Jordan skills over there. You can see some of these white rocks from the carbs in the soil. They happen naturally if you can cause compression. Oh, I found some in your soil. They're good for developing the carbohydrates in the foods that we eat. So these potatoes, you see the whiteness of it too, resembles these kind of little white rocks. Yeah. Let me see if I could get down to this guy. This awesome. There we go. Yeah. So it takes about 3 months to get that little piece of rock to get to this size. Anywho, I'm gonna be doing this whole bed, so let's try here too. Oh, this seems like less potatoes so far. Yes, it is. Okay, I'm gonna dig around some more, you guys. See the sunflowers over there? Oh. The spots around the little white dots represent all the new leg-like places, so all the places new roots, rhizomes can shoot out from. Each possibility of reproduction like that is different for each potato. As I circulated around, you could see the differences on the distribution of new legs, new seeds. So normally you could cut this up into, let's say, 4 nice pieces. And if you're trying to grow Nigerian sized yams in popularity, maybe just 2, cut it in half, just a half, 2 sides, and or plant the whole thing somehow. Okay. So this is from there.
There and there.
So hello guys, some more of the potatoes. the rouge red varieties. And you see the lines, the crack in this variety was from the fork when you don't do it right, as I was saying earlier. So you can make a whole bin of potatoes ugly if you don't do it right. And also, don't judge the stems by their cover, because the size of the stems here does not necessarily mean that you're gonna have a larger output than, let's say, its neighbor, this guy over here. All right. Sometimes they may even grow together. Well, I hope they always grow together. Okay, so let's keep digging and harvesting more good stuff. So this is from there.
From there and there.
So hello guys, some more of the potatoes, the rouge red varieties. And you see the lines, the crack in this variety was from the fork when you don't do it right, as I was saying earlier. So you can make a whole bin of potatoes ugly if you don't do it right. And also, don't judge the stems by their cover, because the size of the stems here does not necessarily mean that you're gonna have a larger output than, let's say, its neighbor, this guy over here. All right. Sometimes they may even grow together. Well, I hope they always grow together. Okay, so let's keep digging and harvesting more good stuff. So some soil science. You see this rock right here has this hole right beside it, 2 holes. And the holes are normally either for big roots or for these guys. You see that? So all the holes, I'm gonna break up the soil slowly so you can see what I'm talking about. You see this guy? Right, so that's one of the red worms. Here's another one. And these guys are really good at multiplying. So it's a small, well-known fact that if you cut it in half, both parts will come alive and behave like sovereign species. So your soil has all these organisms. This one is still by the potato bed. I dug up some potatoes. And earlier I was talking about the gastropodic and arthropodic gestures here. So around the potatoes, this is by the end of the season, the year. So we watered it enough. You can see at the end of the year, the soil still sticking together. And these are some of the tenants and farmers that we got to work with this year. So for all of you guys vermicomposting, trying to feed your soils in your little gardens, here you go. Friends of nature. No, they won't hurt you at all. We're all growers. And if they do, just say sorry. So let's see if we can find something right there. Okay, so let's move on. These guys helped us make these potatoes. So I'm gonna dig up this whole line and explain some of it as we go on. So these are the stems, juicy, callaloo-like stems. But I'm gonna dig this whole roll up. Okay, see you soon. So we're near the end of the bed with 2 potatoes, or 3 potato plants left. And this is about 10 feet. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15 of 11 inches, that's about 15 feet. And this bin, this bucket, I threw about 2 of them in here from this bed, but the stuff you see on the floor is from this bed today alone, including 1 or 2 from here. And this one is from this bed behind me and some stuff over there. But it's almost over, and this is almost all of the count for 1 bed, excluding the bin. And this is how much foliage made it so far. So let's continue on. So you guys, look at this beautiful bouquet my friend did. As they harvest all this stuff, got same for the end of the year. That came from where the sunflowers are. That brown spot used to be carrots. And now that bed is empty. These are crab apples. You see they've gotten red all around. It must be September, October area. This bouquet, I believe these are zinnias. I forget what these are. These are snap peas. This looks like red callaloo. Sunflowers. Sorry, my hand got dirt from these flowers that later change into all sorts of things. This is a bee balm. And this, if I recall, this is still, I think it's a snapdragon or sky castle. And my friend put them together really well, so I thought you guys should see it. This is a type of maple. I think it starts with an H, a Havarian maple, I believe. And from that side, that used to be the potato bed, similar to what I was digging up, about 12 feet, 10 feet. And this is some of the value they've dug up. As I was saying, some of the losses from the sharp elemental contacts. So if you're not careful, a lot of potatoes will come up split or cracked. But it takes time. You can do it. Just remember to give it some space. About 6 to 12 inches circular. Yeah, so this is, wow, this is heavy. And you have some squashes, some zucchinis, and bees. Putting it to rest this year. Beautiful sky. Some digging for bed prep next year. So yeah, I will be bringing you more and more beautiful skies in Edmonton. Hope you can see our clouds. Kisses, that's what they call. We call them kisses. Mwah, 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 mwah. They bless our gardens all day, so kiss them when you get a chance to. Okay, so I'm gonna go back and dig some more food up to close this garden this year. Over there you have the corn with the meshes for the pests that we will talk about later. Go green, guys. Go green. Okay, so welcome back, you guys. Showing you more of the harvest table so far. These strawberries did amazing this year. This patch was crazy this year. It was so delicious, and I guess, yeah, October is here. Well, September is here, October is coming. And next year we will be growing more of these delicious fruits and connecting with each other more in the future. So, nice soil, good plants upstairs, some intercropping, and yeah. See, they're starting to discolor a bit. Some of them do that once they start growing. Follicles on them, they're kind of like tomatoes in the anatomy side. Yeah. Yeah, so all this stuff is coming down, like leaves and such. And this is a bit of the gatherings of them. So this is I thought this was celery, which is over here. Very spicy, minty. This is delicious. And it turns out this is very similar stuff. As they grow up and start to stem, they change their taste too. They become more hardy and watery. The herb-like stays are still very poignant and fresh. They're like bursting with flavors. So the anatomy of this, we have some parsnips. Now those are like carrots, but they're sweeter and harder. This, I believe, are radishes, which is like if mencain or cocoyam was to mix with ginger, akakadro, you would get this plant. A radish. They're usually purpley, red, and white. Some can be green and yellowish. And they're just root brassicas. Very spicy stuff. Some parsnip. You know I'm West African. I like my spices. And I know radish can be very spicy. Some zucchinis. Cucumbers. These are zucchinis. How to tell the difference? Zucchinis are smooth. They rhyme with the smooth. Zucchini, smoothini. You could say that. And cucumbers have spikes on them, thorns. And they come in very different varieties. It's still a cucumber. See the thorns on them, the spikes. This is a basil. Beautiful mint smelling basil. You could use it for your jollofs, your chicken soups, your awaches, fufus, celeries, mashed potato, mushroom sauces, stews, teas. These are water ferns. I think I'm mistaken. It's kind of herb. Can't remember right now. I also believe this is a cabbage or cauliflower. Yeah. Sometimes we chop up the compost to speed up the degradation processes, the breakup processes as it composts, as it turns in the soil. Her current method is mechanical. So she's physically changing the properties of the carbon stems, which take longer to melt, probably a whole 2 weeks. You can also soak or use the water technique, which can turn a 2-week process into just minutes, which is basically like grinding the plants into water, and it's okay to just throw the water the plants that are still alive with the soaked compost method, which is like the herbicides but organically, pesticides. I made like that, but more faster and harder. Over here, you have the carrots. These are your average Bugs Bunny carrots. Orange, it'll be a bit yellow. These the carrot head with the herb leaf still stuck on them. These are good for stir fries, soups, just to chew on. And any kind of the medicines that herbs can do, the carrot heads can do too. They're great for intercropping. So yeah, you see, today we're just turning it all down. The corn was delicious. It looks great. You know, if you grow more, there's going to be more pretty spaces. So green the spaces. Comment, ask for some seeds and advices. We'll be glad to help you. Keep growing. Sure. Wow. So hello everyone. I just harvested this corn. I'm eating it raw and it tastes delicious. It tastes like there's milk in there, man. I love it. That's all the nutrients I be cooking out, eh? No more sorry. Don't jealous me. Anywho, the tomatoes on the floor come from the beds that we're currently digging up. You guys can see the varieties. The green ones to make some Spanish hot sauces. The red ones we use it to make Ghana Mako, the hot pepper stuff.
There is another big bin of carrots in the shed.
I love the colors.
Yeah, the big.
Are those garlics? Awesome. So this is our Abroche market. Never mind me, I just really like the rainbow effects that's happening here. The bags here are beets. Put my corn down for a sec. So these guys are full in iron, hemoglobin activators. They smell like rocks, and they have red water or blood, so to speak. So another rooted brassica. Beets takes about, it kind of grows like a spinach. You can start eating the leaves after 2 weeks. And the fullness of it comes after 3 months. You saw the size of that, about my handful, my palm. So I will be bringing you more of the harvest and plots as it thickens, so to speak. Okay, stay tuned, eaters. These are garlics,
I brought these from
purple, white garlics,
Yeah, I think the
and
I don't think
we're also harvesting them. We have about 2 baskets
putting the tomatoes in,
of them,
sorry, Your Honor.
as you can see.
Let's put some tomatoes. We'll do white bags to those other tomatoes over there, okay?
And these get bigger the longer you leave them in the ground. But that also affects the freshness of them. Over here, you have these flowers. They open up, beautiful yellow-orange colors. Beetles love to hide inside of them, I've seen. They also feed beetles and other related families in the ecology. So grow some for the bugs. We owe them that. Okay, so guys, the end of the night, and this is kind of what it looks like. Bags of food everywhere. lots of gratefulness. And I wanted to show you guys this bouquet, this beautiful. Isn't it pretty? Of course, they all used to be alive, but now it's dwindling away. We're passing the honeymoon stages, man. More fruit to harvest, though, just over the fence. The crab apples we raked up. This is really good to step on if you have any kind of foot injuries. Pretend your foot is eating the apples through your skin. It's a special kind of therapy. We'll do some more of these techniques. It's organic healing techniques in my other videos, the health videos. So stick around. Eat with us. Peace. So guys, this is some more of the harvest. Here we have herbs. I'm trying to remember the names of all these, so don't judge me, but these look like parsley. This is peppermint tea. These are sages. I believe this is rosemary. Karen, what is this?
Yeah,
You get?
I guess over there, the herbs.
Is this rosemary?
What's it smelling? That's probably your lemon thyme. There's thyme, and
Oh,
then
it
there's
is
lemon
thyme.
thyme.
That's right. So sorry, guys. This is lemon thyme. Lemon thyme. It's very good for
So the
tea.
purpley flowers are the lemon thyme, and the other one is this thyme.
Ah, and this is celery. Some beautiful basil over there. Now I don't know what this guy is. These two.
Well, it was cilantro, and then it turns into coriander. You keep all the stuff on the bottom. This is tarragon.
Tarragon. I've never seen that before.
Really?
It looks like a.
Oh, it makes a good soup.
It looks like a river plant.
I have a recipe for a really nice soup with that.
And this is romaine lettuce.
Yeah.
Oh, a soup. I'm gonna taste some. Wonder if I can
This makes, you just take those, makes a very nice soup with bok choy or cabbage or the collard greens.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Tastes like Colgate.
It's
Oh, but then it's gone. Wow, that's really good. Tarragon. That tasted beautiful. Tarragon. Okay, so this is the herb table for now. And we are underneath the crabapple tree again. It's beautiful. Oh, wow, so many blossoms. You guys should see this. Oh. Oh, what a blessing. So, for all the small businesses, bags and bags, what are these? $5, $10, $7? Have you reached that part yet? It can be so stressful, but these are nice bag greens. $3.50, $3, $5 at some farmers markets. These are bag chards, Swiss chards. This is what happens when you harvest and you're not cooking the whole thing. So obviously this is a harvest for many people. But normally you shouldn't, if it's your garden, don't take it out until it's time to eat it. Which means don't plant it until you can wait long enough for the right harvest type, you know? Cut to eat it, not to store. Save all the fridge and the humming and all of that stuff. Eat fresh. That's our little gazebo. Things happen at the farm, right? So enjoy. This is where I meditate at. I'll bring you some more videos like that. Some more fallen leaves. Fallen leaves. These are hubs. For the beer lovers out there, this is part of the recipe of your favorite beer. These give you the bitterness that beer has. And once you crush it a bit, you can get the flavors, the taste. So we're just bringing all these down this year. Some squash. It's probably a buttercup. Broad, beautiful leaves. These are plates. You can eat on these. For the future greenheads, skip all the fancy cutleries and utensils and eat on organic plates. So they're not annoying composts. Here is the zucchinis. Various sizes. These woods were around these beds. And for those studying environmental science and such, like I said, I'll be bringing you future videos of crop science. Shortly, you can see, I like these type of beds because when it comes time to studying roots, they're very useful. You see, they form this little mound that you can just get to and access the roots. Now, most plants, as tall as they get in feet, their stems are usually 6 to 3 inches. You see. But they can, if you give them a chance, they can tree. Go all the way down to China, they say. So this is the mint and herb bed. We're taking this down too. The red callaloo varieties are here. And next year I'll be bringing you more about the development of these sensitive parts of the plant. Or should I say the whole part of the plant, not to separate them like that. Yeah. So you see the setup of it. Very useful once you peel off the boards to study the roots. If I can finally get access to it. Okay, more harvesting. Pretty sky. Yeah, so before we go, Edmonton skies just by 8 p.m. Monday. It's Monday spa. These things are worth protecting, you know? Build more green spaces. As we come to a close, I wish you good luck in all your harvests. And to other growers, we shall begin again in a few months. Unless you're lucky enough with a greenhouse, you can keep going. Now, please share your stories. Okay, to the sky. Bye.